The first time going out on the mound, my debut, it was just incredible and surreal, everything that I felt all at once, like my dream finally coming true. It was just an amazing feeling, and then finally feeling like you belong and you're part of the team. And going back to last year in 22, I was fortunate enough to win the April Pitcher of the Month for the American League, and it was a big deal for me because a lot of people have helped me out and gotten me to this point. And I've already been through some struggles, but to have that and reach that moment, I felt like it was a culmination of a lot of hard work, and it meant a lot. I was 4 years old when I started playing baseball, basically right when I grew up. That's all I did. It's the only sport I really played growing up. I would say my parents encouraged me a ton from the get-go in baseball and always wanted the best for me and providing for me and the opportunities to play. I would also say my brother had a huge part in that. He was the baseball player before me, and he was a pitcher before I was, so I was somewhat following in his footsteps, especially in high school. He kind of paved the way, and he's always been there for me and supported me throughout the whole thing, so he's played a big part in this. I didn't actually start pitching until later in high school. I was a position player most of my life and just loved the game. I met some of my best friends on the field. I still keep in contact with them, and it's just a team aspect, and you continually try to get better. It's a sport of failure, but you're always trying to reach perfection, so something about that just clicks with me. I actually didn't get drafted out of high school. I started pitching my last 2 years, and it was a little bit more natural for me, but I still had a little bit of anticipation, hoping to get drafted and go pro, but it didn't work out. There was a little disappointment there. It made me work harder and really commit to this thing and try to find a way to improve any way I can. And I was actually very fortunate to go to Stetson University in college and had a great coach, pitching coach, Dave Thurneau, who helped me a ton and really, I would say, polished me into sort of the pitcher I am today that allowed me to get drafted later on. So it was kind of funny looking back that originally I was disappointed, but it's just a testament to God's plan and His timing being perfect, and that's the way things worked out for me in college. After my junior year, I was hoping to get drafted and heard a little bit of word that it might happen. So I'm with the team, we're sitting around watching the TV, hoping it'll happen and not really sure when. So there's just a lot of build-up and anticipation, and then I finally get a phone call from my agent and lets me know that I am going to get selected by the Mariners, I think like 2 picks later. And it was just a ton of relief all at once and just so excited. And this dream that I had ever since I was 4 years old is finally coming true. So it's just a ton of emotion all at once, and it's not the end of the road, but it's just like a huge milestone in the journey that it actually happened. Last year was incredible for just a lot of things going on. I felt like it was a big year for me, and somewhat came into my own and who I am as a pitcher, especially in the majors, and wanting to be somebody that the team can rely on and do my part. The entire team getting to the playoffs and being a part of the team that broke the drought for Seattle meant so much. Even if I just play a small part, that it was just amazing. And leading up to the ALDS and getting to start game 1 there, it was just a dream come true. I play for Him, and that just means that everything I do, I'm trying to glorify God and use the talents that He's given me on the baseball field and in life. There's a lot of uncertainty in the game, and I've realized that there's a lot that's just out of your control, and we try so hard to have control, but I think I'm in a better spot when I recognize my dependence on God and His plan and His perfect will. That it's difficult at times, but I continually try to surrender and just say, like, God, your plan is perfect. I want what you want. Sometimes I have to remind myself through the year, through the tough times, but it's just knowing that I'm not on my own out there. There are so many Bible verses about Him being with us and Him fighting for us. Everything that I am on the field, all the strength that I have, I get from Him, and it helps me out when I'm out there. I grew up in the church with my family, and they played a huge part in my faith and my walk with Christ. Came to know Him at an early age and followed Him and got baptized when I was in high school and all that. And in college, I felt like time to make it my own, but I wasn't really living out everything that I needed to be doing, and then just like felt it all at once that God was speaking to me like, it's time for you to make this your own faith, your own walk with Christ. My brother really helped me out during that time and walked with me through that, and that was just a huge moment in my life where I knew that from that point on, like everything I did, I wanted it to be about Jesus first. if we believe in him and we repent of our sin and confess our sin and believe in him and follow him, then we're saved through him and through him alone and what he did for us. It's all about Jesus. It's about his love for us and loving us so much, even though we have sinned and we've fallen away, that he came to this earth to die in our place and take the punishment so that we could be made right with God. I'm Logan Gilbert, and I play for him.